We were even bought at stream. At stream.
Oh, God. Eh, dear me. Oh, my God, I can hear myself in my own ear.
Hello. Hope everybody's
Hiya,
well.
Claire. Hiya, Joanne. Love my family. Leah, Steve. I've got to check this out a minute. I'm taking that out a minute until somebody comes on because I'm repeating
Well, what
myself.
I might do is I might plug headphones in.
Yeah.
And then while they're on, somebody's on, you can have
headphones
Amy,
on. Amelia, Simon, James, Kelly, Joanne, Vanessa. Oh my goodness me. We're trying. I'm forgetting that we're live and we're trying earphones out. Oh dear.
But the problem is the earphones are Bluetooth. This computer ain't got Bluetooth on it. So I've had to put the stream on through the phone and then listen to it. But then we're in ourselves back as well. So it's just a bit weird.
And I'm having hot flushes, so it's not good. So, Steve, good morning. Claire, good evening. Vanessa, how are you? How's everybody tonight in Chit Chat? Love my family, have you got headphones ready? It's coming through phone, no. John, can I ask a question? Does the name rather John Brown?
Does the name rather John Brown mean anything to you? Yeah, it's my name.
That's his name. Or do you mean other?
John, can I ask a question? Does the name?
Good, Vanessa. We're good. My hair's all low though tonight, look.
For a long time, I used to spell my name John.
Tired, but I'm fine. That's good, Karen, my lovely. So last Tuesday we were on about people coming on and if they wanted to do readings for people in chat. Are people still wanting to do that tonight or?
Arthur. I can't place an Arthur at minute. Could be because my granddad had a brother.
Joanne.
My granddad had a brother that I didn't know his name, but I don't know if that could have been Arthur. I don't know.
You'd have to ask your dad, wouldn't you?
Arthur John Brown. No, definitely not a Brown. Not that I know of. Could have been a long time before me, but
I think what you're better trying to do is focus on people in chat rather than us, only because there's too much information, I think, out and about on us anyway at the minute. So if we have got the mediums, the earth angels, everybody else who wants to, even Mary, anybody else that wants to connect, you're better connecting to people in chat because their information's not going to be as about and off of them. We don't know your real names anyway, which is even better. So that's what I've done
tonight.
Your aura.
It's pink. Yeah.
It's my face that's been flushing round you.
Actually.
God, it's gone down now.
Tonight we can chat about anything, just like Claire says.
Evening, smelly cat. I hope you're well.
Will not talk about the C word.
Yeah, no.
Or bulk buying, shopping, or anything like that.
Yeah, that's out of chat tonight. So anybody putting it, your comments will be deleted because not on a nasty scale. It's just we want it free tonight. So I hope everybody doesn't mind that. No more C word, no way. Exactly, Vanessa.
See, look at Mary. Mary's already started, look.
Mary, your comment will get deleted because we're just going to ignore all that kind of chit-chat tonight. And we will try and do it. Evening, Brett. Evening can't be asked, my lovely. Maybe, but again, we're not going to. We're trying to keep away from what's happening in the world with the C virus. I will say that the C virus. We're not talking about Not talking about shops. We're not talking about anything. Weather. It's a cold night tonight, Vanessa. It's a blood. Do you know, actually, it's not. I've got my big fanny.
We'll talk about T-virus.
What's T-virus?
Oh, somebody must know what T-virus is.
That your spirit guide?
No.
What's T-virus then?
See if anybody knows what T-virus is from.
Cup of tea?
Brett'll know.
Why would did it drinking tea? Tea bellies?
No. Does anybody know where the T-virus is from?
Love my family, are you wanting to come on into chat and be on screen and do a couple of readings, or do you want to see what you get from names in chat and try and, excuse me, pick a person to work with? Karen, how do you want to work? Just let me know how you want to work, my lovelies, and then we can sort out what we're doing. God, oh my God. Do you want to see the size of my fan? Right?
Pardon?
This is the size of my fan. Woo! Oh no, it's that way, isn't it?
Can't believe you showed your fan on camera.
I know, I'm showing my fan on camera. I'm trying to twist it because
zombies,
I am.
It is actually something to a zombie. We're from Resident Evil.
Were it?
Yeah, T-virus.
I've never heard of it. Karen. Oh dear, I've got two of them. So when it's hot in the summer, I have two. One outside of my feet and one blowing outside of my face. Everybody else can sweat in house as long as I've got my fans on me.
She does.
Then I'm okay.
We've got two fans in house and she has them both on her in summer. The rest of us are all
Evening,
like sweating.
DP, hope you're well. Evening, Catherine. Hope you're well, my lovely lady. So what are the ones that can communicate with spirits that have crossed over? Can I see what I've got? I haven't got confidence to come on screen yet, maybe. That's okay, my lovely. Love my family. That's absolutely fine. If you want to see if you get something by talking to a person, see what you get round the name or something like that and see what you can bring on and bring through for one person at a time would be easier, I think, than just putting something. Evening, Nigel, my lovely. Hope you're well. Say a big hello to Shaney for me. Sat on his leg funny. Karen, can you do any work tonight or are you too tired?
It is T-virus is something to do with zombies. It was from Resident Evil.
No worries, Vanessa. Who else do we have in chat that can communicate? I know Bewitch won't be while later on.
I'm not that keen on this camera.
Aren't you? I don't like it because we're wrong way round. I like to be on this side of camera, not that side. Can't you switch it?
I don't know.
Can't you turn screen round? Don't stop messing because we'll just totally bog screen up.
Put a green screen on it.
Don't want a green screen. He's going to look. Told you he's going to take us off camera.
No, I have no idea how to do it.
Just leave it.
Yeah, it'd be better when
but can I come on screen? Yeah, love my family. Next Tuesday will be absolutely fine, my lovely. Evening, Paula. I would, but this girl not looking good at the moment. I go. So Vanessa, if you look at me though, I've got a big quiff coming off my head.
Hey, Dr. Willem.
Vanessa, if you want to, if you can communicate and you can do it in chat, by all means. But like I said, just try and pick one person to focus on and do it that way. Dr. Villan, I know you said earlier, but if you do it through chat and see what you pick up. Catherine, my dad passed nearly 6 years ago now and still feels like yesterday. Do you know, Catherine, it does. I lost my dad when I was 8 and that were in 1982 and he was 31. And you know, I can remember that day. I can remember everything we had to eat. I can remember all emotion, ambulance man, everything. I can remember that day like it happened yesterday. It's like implanted in my head. Because I think it's such, I think it is because, you know, days like this when you lose somebody, and I think that day, because it's such a changing point in your life, I think that it's sort of, it's a day you'll never forget, but it's a day that you've also eventually, and I know it's hard, it's a day you've got to celebrate at the same time. Because I think that's what will get through. You get through a lot of it if you can try and turn it to a celebration eventually when you're ready. I find that'll help. I don't know about anybody else in chat. Hope you enjoyed your email, Vanessa. Karen, a kid about 18 or 24. Karen, a kid about 18 or 20 months old here. Here for you. He's fine and with the angels. I'll see if I'll let Karen talk to you, Love My Family. So if Love My Family says anything, please just answer yes or no if you can take it, and if you can't, just be honest, because that's how we all learn. Yes, your name is beautiful. I remember my grandma's last words. Yeah, Amelia, it's because they like prominent things to you. I don't know what Mary said of Miss Mary's.
She didn't get an email.
Oh, she didn't get her email. No. It'd be a year for my dad on Thursday. How fast? And do you know what, Nigel? Do you know it's going to be?
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
For you, it's going to be really, really difficult because it's that first year anniversary. For me personally, obviously, I were only 9 anyway. But you're going to chuck my tea all over.
That's better.
But for me, personally, if it's too difficult, don't feel that you have to go to where he is, because his memories are with you Simon. Anyway. So maybe go to a park that you used to go to with him, or go somewhere where is relevant for you for a better memory than the memory that you're going to have on that day. It is going to be an hard day, and you know that I'm here if you want to message me or phone me and talk to me. I'm here for you, my lovely, if you need me on Thursday. So just make sure that you do get in touch. I know Shane is there with you and everything, but just know you've always got my number, my lovely. Shine a light. My name is Amelia. It is Amelia. Hey, Simon. Evening, Simon. Evening, James. Amelia is beautiful too. She is.
Hey, Debs, is what Mary says. Is this if you have lost someone? What if you've lost someone? What
I'm saying?
I don't know.
Do you mean what I'm saying, Mary? I lose track. There's too much chat there. I can see more chat than 3 comments.
I know. You're welcome.
Is Simon here? I can't see him.
Yeah, Simon's here.
Yeah, Simon's in somewhere. You're welcome.
No, it's just what we started on. That's all. Anything at all, Mary.
Just what we started on, Mary.
Apart from the C word.
The C virus, call it, not the C word. The C virus and any shopping. That's what we're not chatting about. But apart from that, Mary, we can talk about anything and everything.
Tonight in here, it's bored how much you paid for hand sanitizer.
Oh, dear. But no, you're welcome, Nigel, anytime, my lovely. Hello all, just drinking my tea, then off back into work. Yes, because Simon is working and he's sat in his car just having a nice little break while he's at work.
Well-deserved break.
So, yeah, I think Vanessa can see you now. Evening, Leah. So, last night's investigation then, while we're waiting for you to start comment on the chat.
Went last night.
Night before. Not last night, but the night before. 2 little boys went knocking on Ian's door. But yeah, what did you think to the investigation at Ian? Wild Bill wanted you to send him, I forgot to tell you, he wants you to send him a copy of the video through email, because he's going to go through it with a fine-tune cut, because there were so many different voices coming through at first. He wants to analyse it, so I said you'd send it in. So I forgot about that. Evening, Debs. Hope you're well, my lovely.
What does Simon do? Not a lot.
He's a gigolo, Vanessa. Oh, he's a gigolo, Vanessa. I was going to sing then, Brett. I thought you were singing me a song. Oh, I've got to take this off. I hate my hair. When it's wrong way round, look, it's giving me wrong way quiff.
Well, I can't do no. I don't know how to switch camera.
Brett, how do we switch camera round?
I don't ask Brett.
Now I look like Tintin.
Brett gets into all sorts of trouble with these.
Got a lady who was a very long marriage with lots of ups and downs, but she knew he loved her dearly, even though he used to call her a silly old cow jokingly. So if anybody can think of anybody for Love My, if anybody's in chat that can refer to that, please give Love My Family a shout, and they'll see what else they can get through. Should be in the main webcam settings.
What to change? Like mirror it. Look at that. It's got to be mirror it.
3, 2, 1.
Might have to. I'm not even messing
don't
with.
even do it now because you're just going to totally tip the screen up.
And I've got an arrow on my face now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't on their screen.
Oh.
It's only on ours.
Oh. So yeah, might have to do it via Windows. Right. Yep. Normally a flip option in there. We're not. Don't even go there.
You know I've got to.
You know. But you know, might have to isolation.
You can't see things now, can you?
No.
Oh.
What have you done?
Nothing. Nothing. I ain't done nothing.
Get off it. Might have to go do isolation. Yes, paranormal dad. Evening, Scott, my lovely. I want to say that we're together for a good 35 to 40 years.
In the clip you had.
With the door what's shut. Yes, Stephen, that would. But again, that clip with door, it's still very hard to say whether it was.
We think it was a win.
Not. Evening, Scott, my lovely.
That was the only time all night that door moved.
Oh my God, my pops have gone everywhere.
What?
The Cocoa Pops have gone everywhere. Vanessa's having a.
Do you know, you can't trust them with out, can you?
Not sure who this is for, but got a name of George Sampson or Samson George, passed away in his 50s. Thank you, Karen. See if anybody comes in who can accept these, what you've got coming through. So if there's anybody in chat or anybody watching that can take any of these, please. What you done? You've covered his faces. We've got to sit up a bit now.
No, what I'll do is I'll put camera down a bit.
Not too far, because when you take that off now, it's going to be too low. I'm shrinking back down, me. In Streamlabs, it's easy because it's built into SL option.
Yeah, into Streamlabs option.
Hey guys, just popped in to say hi, Jonathan. Stop it. Having an early night off to.
Yes, we know. We've heard about your early night, Ellie.
Don't worry, my lovely Ellie. Oh, that's good. That's good, John. My message is up. Yeah, so if anybody can take this, we've just worked, thought to do this on the screen. So if anybody can take that coming in, please go to Dick Starspeed. Very nice name. Evening. And then fishing this week. No. Doubt it, Nigel. Do you know what? At minute, I think it's just. I think with everything we've got on, and to be honest, I'm sleeping off at day. I'm going up in the morning, and because I'm not sleeping well at night, it gets like mid-morning, and my head starts going a bit not like a nodding dog, when you sat on tea and you just start nodding. That's what I start doing. So no, stay in the house. Actually, to go camping because we could go night fishing. I'm sensing a flipper telling me he loves someone on here as much as he loved fish. Anyone? Dorothy.
Is Dorothy in?
Is Dorothy in chat tonight? Not sure she's here yet, Brett, but I'm sure she'll take it.
I bet she would.
You're not allowed out. You're not allowed out, LOL. No, we've not been told yet, Mary, but we're not. That's it. We're not discussing that. I'm getting into discussion of that. She is. She's not answering you, then, Brett. Hey, dear. So we're hoping to get out tomorrow night on investigation.
Yeah. It's all right. I'm just thinking now whether Doris is on plenty of fish.
Oh, Dorothy, do you want me to smack him for you?
That's Brett, that. Brett didn't say it. It was Brett that, hey, Sam.
Evening, Sam, my lovely. Hope you're well. I forgot what I was saying then. Yeah, so tomorrow night we are looking at going out on investigation. Thursday night we've got tarots, but Thursday night's going to be a special night because Brett's going to be joining me live on here. And then hopefully Sunday I'll be joining Brett on his stream to do tarot readings. So how we're going to work it is because we can't be doing one for me, one for Brett, one for me, one for Brett, because it's just going to get too confusing. So what we're going to do is we're going to
some right ugly on Plenty of Fish.
I'm going to on
sorry, Dorothy.
Thursday night.
It just popped in there.
Thursday night, I'm going to use my set of cards that we've got, and then I'll do a reading, and then Brett will read from the same cards to you, but give you what he gets from the cards. So you like getting two readings in one. And then that's what'll happen on Thursday. That's quite true, Bill. Is that right, Brett? Have I said that right? Evening, Bill. Hope you're well. Have I explained that right, Brett?
Plenty of dolphins.
Because I get tongue twisted when I'm trying to.
I'm going to Google that.
Trying to say what? Plenty of fish.
Plenty of dolphin.
Do you know? I had some right ones message me. Yeah, we're keeping it simple. Then I shouldn't have explained. So I hope you all understood that. But yeah, it is, Stephen, definitely something to look forward to on Thursday. I think it's going to be, again, about 7:30 that we come on. And I think we're only going to be doing, again, we'll do between 10 and 12, Brett, do you think? Between 10 and 12, maybe. Because it'll take us a while. I mean, it takes me 2 hours to do 12 on my own. So it might take us a little bit longer than that, but... I
want to see which one of you can't get a word in edgeways. It'd be right funny.
No, because one speaks first, then other one speaks. We don't both speak together. How about 10 and 1? 10 and 1? So we'll see you all about at 8, folks. No, it'll be off 7. Yeah, around that minute. Yeah. So we'll do that. So it's going to be first on, first served. And I did notice on Monday when I did tarots, I did notice on Monday somebody that is new to watching actually commented, but they sort of super chat. They super chatted and they put the question in, and I can't work that way because I work off a list. So like I say, it's first come, first serve. So if anybody else does that, I'm going to give everybody a heads up, please don't, because you'll just be ignored. Because I can't do it like that. You've got to be on first call at list, because otherwise everybody could start doing that, and then I'd be here all bloody night trying to answer everybody.
Only thing that comes up, apart from Plenty of Fish, is Bay of Plenty dolphins in New Zealand.
Do you know?
There you go.
Hope you're well, Bill, my lovely. I missed that comment. How do I scroll back down here? It's all right. It's because evening, Scots. Hope you're well.
How far? Yeah.
Good morning. How about Ted? No, go down. Honestly, Mary, some of the messages I've had, no wonder they're single, and with them as a choice, no wonder I am single. Oh, give over, Claire. Oh, sorry, thought you meant something else. John has outcome up between 10 to 1, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Is that what time it will be for you, Amy, between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m.?
No.
Oh, 1925, August 1st, like a grandmother coming through. That's a big day. She passed in 2001. So do me a favour, switch Karen's to Love My Families at minute.
That one?
Yeah.
1925.
Yeah. And then that can come up on screen. We are discussing what? Erection specialists. Claire Bear, what we're discussing? Erection specialists. Stephen, you're originally from New Zealand. Steve's from New Zealand. One of our lovely moderators. We're discussing specialist erections.
I know.
I keep saying that, don't I?
Yeah.
And it might not even be that she's on about at work.
Erection specialist, not specialist erections.
Come up on Google if we searched it. I don't even think what had come up on there. Dorothy, I'm off to New Zealand. Something's just flown in my eye. That fan's just blown me an eye, but something in my eyeball.
Probably dust. No, not dust, is it?
What is it?
Fairy sprinkles.
Fairy sprinkles. We don't have dust in this house. It's fairy sprinkles. We've pinched that from Claire.
Good evening, Peter.
Evening, Peter, my lovely. How can you be single, Bear? You cute. I'm very shocked. I know, Jamie. You have to sweet talk her when we go to Ashbourne. I have got to say that.
If
Ashbourne, I'm gonna give them a ring later in the week and just find out what's happening.
It's not for 2 months, so
it isn't. So I think everything will be fine for them. But just to give you a heads up, I will phone them and find out. So yes. Peter, your new tattoo is absolutely gorgeous. I think a fly's got in my eye from our fan. I think we had a fly hibernating in it because it feels like a fly's just shot in my eye. But yes, that new tattoo of yours is lovely. I'm thinking though, because I like this ring. If you can see it, it's got wrong way. It's got a spider on it. I can't show you properly. I don't know if that's it. It's what Claire gave me. But to be honest, I think I want a tattoo of that because I quite like that.
Well, yeah, but that bloke had one wet body with like his nose, and then you ever seen that tattoo?
What? Don't, if it's going to make me laugh.
I'll show you. This is tattoo and where I think Lindsay should get it. Well, watch me get a copyright.
To enjoying your me time, Brett. So Brett's put something. Thanks. To be honest, see, I'm missing off at chat. How can you miss off at chat when it's going up? Oh no!
I think Lindsay should get that one.
No. Where's your tattoo, Peter? I think he's got them all home, Mary, to be honest. But I'm waiting to see what Elaine's having done when Elaine decides to go for hers. James, I know a few erection specialists if you need one. Claire, you used to tell that to Brett. Claire, you need to tell that to Brett.
It is, isn't it, Peter? I don't like that one either.
That would really help me. Oh dear, that's horrible. It is horrible, that, isn't it, Peter? I couldn't have that done, no matter how good it looked. I couldn't have that done. Oh dear, I can't get comfy on this settee. It's so awkward. But yes, so I don't know. So what's everybody else's week been like? Have you been working? Have you not? Evening, Stuart, my lovely.
Evening, Stuart.
Don't need any specialists.
Why don't that surprise me?
I can't even respond for laughing. It's because you're bloody dirty-minded, the lot of you.
Yes, Catherine.
Got 4 tats on my right arm and adding a new one. Ooh. 1st of April. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Been boring with college. I know.
Who's been boning up on that subject?
Who's put that?
Bill.
Bill's always been boning up on that. Dear. Not Scotty at college.
Bad time to come back, Joanne.
I've been sewing and giving my daughter a minute. Oh, bless. I hope she's all right, Joanne. I hope everything's okay.
Lindsay, check your Facebook
messages. I'm talking about builders and scaffolding. Facebook messages.
And have you learned anything? Well, we haven't learned much. We've learned they're into a website about plenty of dolphins. And we know Claire's an erection specialist.
Oh, that's lovely, that, Amy. I've seen that, yeah. Do you want me to show it on camera, Amy? Okay. Is that a yes? That's Amy's. That's a nice little tattoo. What does that stand for, Amy? Is it like a protection mark? Somebody's been watched. Well, Bill, going to be a guest on another channel. Do you know? Bless him. Oh, pity we're live, so I'll have to do a catch up on that one, I think, and see what he's on about. But yes, so well, I've been enjoying the Tom Gully show, even that, but it's an American radio host, isn't he? But I'll tell you something, he has got the most driest sense of humor. But what he does is he tries to make a joke out of serious things that have happened in the newspaper. So it can get a bit, it can get a bit like, oh, did he really just say that? But apart from that, it's actually really good. And he loves trolls. He calls them trolls. I don't like that word trolls, by the way. I'd rather call them Muppets. But yeah, so out at the Muppets. So when the Muppets come on and they start giving him grief on channel, I have never known anybody rip into him like he does and just text piss all night. Then it's like it's just a really good, funny chat show. So if you do get a chance to watch it, it is on Facebook. But he does cover some English radio stations though as well, doesn't he? John, he does cover English radio stations.
He does do a couple of.
But yeah, it's honestly, if you ever get a chance to watch him, just look Tom Gully show. 11 o'clock at night it starts, just while 12, and then when his clocks go to forward, it'll be 12 o'clock while 1 o'clock. But it's so worth the watch.
No, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's just 10 or 11, isn't it? No.
Dorothy, we're not talking about it. It's in position. Oh my God. But we're not talking about any of that, Dorothy. We're trying to have a free zone of non-issues. Which is going to be very difficult, but I think it's just one of them things that because it's everything you see all the time, it's just let's just have a chit chat. Is your whole body? I had to read that. I read that wrong.
I thought it said is your hole covered.
Yeah, I thought you meant is your hole covered. I was going to say what hole? Oh dear. Poor Dorothy took her ages to type all what? Oh, see, Claire Bear's coming up with the reminders. Shove that on screen. Reminders. So yeah, has anybody got anything they want us to talk about?
Stop moving.
In particular. Oh yeah, forget it. It's mountain hour, isn't it? Has anybody got anything they want us to talk about in particular? Thing is, if they come into chat, I've got to put headphones on and we've got a delay.
No, I can put you headphones on. It's all right.
I don't just want headphones on.
I can put it on my phone and I can have a delay because I'm delayed anyway.
Oh, Deborah, I look like a singer off something with Biggie because my headphones are massive. I'm still wanting to know who needs an erection specialist. So I'll put that up on the screen for you, Claire. Yay, I made it to the big screen. What's that one? Oh,
you don't really want to know.
Shit, sugar.
Believe me, you don't really want to know.
Don't I?
It's that one.
Oh dear, Vanessa. Claire, I'm intrigued. Oh, Joanne, I think you missed it. Told you come back at bad. Scott, I didn't. I got cramps, so I were allowed that bit of language. Welcome back, Smelly Cat. Claire, I'm desperate. I'm in desperate need to send from my way. I'm here while bathing kids. No worries, Claire, my lovely lady. I've just been showing the ring off, saying I won't mind having that as a tattoo. Seeing if I can get a tattooist that can actually do that ring as a tattoo actually on me, where it makes the spider stand out like a 3D. So yes.
If there is anybody that would like to join the stream that's got a topic.
Yeah, well, I don't know whether Claire wants to join in a bit. Because Claire was on about discussing like the fae.
No, you can't do that, Claire.
And elementals. So let's see what she's done. Might drown there.
I'm sure you could, Claire Bear.
But yeah, see how you feel when you've bathed them, Claire. And if you fancy coming on, you'll have to let me know, and John will send you a link to come on live stream, and then we can, because I don't want to talk about elementals, you cold. See, we could bring Andy on as well and have Claire and Andy on, because them two both are well in knowledge of the elemental side, whereas though me and John aren't. We've got that much knowledge, whereas though they've got this much
Joanne's
knowledge.
got an obsession with perky builders.
Perky builders. I've never seen a perky builder, Joanne. Normally, I just see their horses when they're hanging out the trousers.
They're not perky horses.
They're not perky horses. Trust me, they're stained.
Nice.
Sorry if anybody's eating the tea. Sorry, I just got a phone call about the Seawood from to find out what happens. Oh, no worries, my lovely. Yeah, keep us informed on Facebook, sweets. But yes, so
this chat's gone downhill.
I've not sent this chat downhill. It's Brett that sent this chat downhill.
You started it.
with your dolphins and searching dolphin porn.
Who showed a fan?
That's a fan, not a fan. Nah. Oh God, I am on tea, you know.
How close have you stood their asses, Lindsay?
Well, you can see them when they bend over. This conversation is everywhere. It is Vanessa. I blame Scotty. Chat is flying. What happened? I just joined. Evening, Chris, my lovely. It's Claire too, don't let. Yeah, it's Claire. Claire is to blame. James is smart laughing. I've got a couple of perky builders out the back of my office. Can see them from the kitchen window. Guess who's been chief teammate? Oh dear. Chief wiped the ass when the trousers are around their horse. Who's just coming? Julie, hello, my lovely Rebecca, hello. Joanne, make them get the kettle on. I would. I can't
accuse my
best of any wrongdoings. Oh, we can. I accept full responsibility. I needed the laugh. You need to
give them a Coke. Have you seen that advert for Coke with builders?
Is that when they strip off with Coke? I don't think I've seen it though.
But you know they strip off.
And well, but it's an old advert that's something like from early 90s, isn't it? When they used to be in office and they were window clean. Were they office ladies or something? And they used to get Coke out.
What 90s?
It were.
Oh, I don't know.
It's got to be 90s. We're in 2020 now, aren't we?
Yeah, that'd be
good. Oh dear. Oh dear, this chat's builders stripping now.
Oh yeah, it's gone downhill fast. My views are up.
Chris remembers the advert that I'm on about, don't you? There were three women in office.
Yeah, I remember it.
Oh yes, I've seen it. Oh dear, crazy. So yes, because I know we did put a comment on what do we want to talk about in chat tonight, and Claire did comment and she put loads. Talked on let's see what she put, because I've gone on to the wrong thing. I'll have to comment to see
dolphins.
What anybody I think I'm in right one.
Could be a while.
Everybody's been putting stuff on. No, I can't find my thing.
Only
I'll
ahead.
have to look it.
Hold on, I missed one.
What? Only a head?
I've got to tune my head in now. Only a head.
What you got to tune your head in? Oh dear. Oh God. Who gets feelings when an energy is bad? I get gut feeling. I get a gut feeling.
God, I've only just took it off screen, Claire Bear.
I get a gut feeling if I go in an area or near somebody that's negative. I just get that gut feeling straight away, and something just tells me that it's not right. So yeah. Oh dear. So what else does everybody else feel? Evening, Diana, my lovely lady. Hey, Vanessa, you do. Claire, I can actually vomit sometimes. Wow, that's a strong feeling. So Karen, and Vanessa, what kind of feelings do you get? I know Claire's just said she feels sick, good feelings, tense and headache. Yep. I've got a feeling tonight's going to be a good night.
I'm not even going to comment.
Gut feelings are most reliable. Defo from the gut, an anxious feeling. I get gut feelings all the time, and usually I'm right. Yes. So most people then say more or less same, isn't it? Yeah. I hope you got a good feeling I did get a good feeling when I visited you, Peter. If it weren't for all this and everything going off, my love, like we'd be back down.
But we thought we all, with everything that we're not talking about tonight.
No, we're not talking about it, but with everything going off,
we just didn't think it were really.
Yeah. When it's a positive energy, I always go hyper. Claire, I can't tell whether that's just my energy or my energy because I just go hyper at everything anyway. So I can't say whether
I get several physical reactions.
Go on, the names, Sharon.
Happy to share, Dorothy. Exactly. Natural instincts are there for a reason.
Usually correct. But don't you think a lot of people are out of touch with the natural feelings? Don't you think that a lot of people may be out of touch with because you're not used to relying on gut feelings and stuff. Evening, Irish. Evening, Carol, my lovely lady. My instinct has never let me down so far. I can sense it strong.
Do you know one thing I don't like about this StreamYard?
What you're moaning at now?
Oh, none of mods are in blue.
They're not, are they?
No.
You'll have to just write I'm a spanner. Claire, just change Bear ETA Paranormal to Claire I'm a spanner. The more we rely on tech, the more these extra senses are lost.
It is really.
Do you know, I do believe that, Brett, and I think that the kids aren't used to
Scottish
using them. Scottish spanner. I don't know whether the kids are the ones that are losing out more on the feelings. Blue at my end as well. Evening, Yvonne, my lovely. They're blue for us. We're blue. Oh, they're blue for you. Oh, I'm wondering what blue they're on about.
Yeah, because we're on StreamYard, so chat box is all different.
Yeah. Evening, Greg. So I take it Greg will be Mr. Irish Whiskey. Because I can't see another Greg in chat. Well, you spoke to mine, so you know. You spoke to mine, so you know mine don't. I do. Yes, Claire, I know they've got good sense. Your kids, they have got good, absolutely fantastic instincts to what's around them. But yet they've got no fear either, which speaks volumes on your part, because sometimes as parents we can put as fears onto as kids, but because you're not fearful of it, neither are kids. When kids see things or things happen around them, they've not got like that fear level, I don't think, which I think's an absolute, that just speaks volumes of you, Claire. I love the other night at Claire's house.
Yeah, we're good night.
Love the live other night at Claire's house. I'm thinking, have you been to our Claire Bear's house? Claire's house was actually amazing. The things that come through.
Hey, Mark.
Braz, what's the topic here tonight? Anything? We're just discussing anything at the minute, though. We have asked Mystique. Claire asked about instincts. Do you get instincts around negative energy? You should talk to my boys. We should, Claire. I mean, I had a little 5-minute chat with him, didn't I, Friday? But yeah, we'll have to. Do you know what we might have to do, Claire? Is video him rather than put him on a live. You might feel more comfortable being videoed, but then again, you know him better than me. You'll have to let me know, and we'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. Does the name Janet mean anyone? Amelia, Brett's answered you, my lovely. So if you want to have a little talk to Brett and see if you've got anything else for Brett, my lovely. So, yes, life after life, I'm liking that too. Being a psychic empath as well as other gifts, I have to be careful as it drains my energy. But again, though, Karen, on Friday, you come out with 2 lots of things that was very, very relevant. And what got me, Claire, John, and Lee was the fact that we'd been discussing this.
No worries, Vanessa. Take care. I hope everything's all right.
Take care, my lovely. Let us know how everything goes, my dog.
You ready? That one.
Need to see what goes to my mum. Yeah. No worries, Claire. Just let Vanessa, just let us know how you get on, my lovely. And we'll see you soon.
Some right bangers, you lot.
Some right bangers, you lot. What's that mean? But yeah, some things that I told no one. Yeah, there were things that we were discussing before the live that we didn't even know till we got there. So there's no way that information, and it's not information that either Claire or Lee had put out.
I get what she means now.
So yeah, so that for us, when Karen picked up on them, that just like blew everybody away. Lee were quite like, my God, you know, the thing with what's in the loft, the celebration coming up, that it might not have. People said it had never last or whatever it was around that. Then there were Claire with information on Claire, and it were like, oh my God, it were like
Claire
overwhelming.
Bro. She's changed her name.
Hey, dear Claire, I'm a spanner, ETA, paranormal. Yeah, but you're not blue on our screen, but you're actually blue because we're on YouTube, we're on everybody else's. So really, you didn't have to do that.
I think Lindsay only actually kidding.
I weren't. Yeah, I was very pleased. I picked up on them and helped. Yes, Karen, it were very emotional, but really very welcomed and understood. Yeah, like Claire's just put in chat, you picked up on a son, which for Claire, that were one thing she'd never received, and one thing that really did not upset her, but it like, because how it come out and everything else, it wasn't expected. So yeah, but no, Claire's out were very, very interesting. And I can't believe Rembear started going off to the latter end of the investigation. That's what got me. I can't believe. Evening, Louise. Very important. I was crying because I was relieved. Yeah, that's so. I did message Karen afterwards and just let her know. Because I didn't want Karen thinking she'd upset you either. Claire, you're most definitely not good behaved. That's to Claire Bear, I take it. But yeah.
She threw that crow out and kept going off.
Did it kept going off?
Was there an off button on it?
No. Oh. What it were, you've got this thing out. You like pulled this thing out and then it just like were a clip. And you were supposed to clip it onto something, but then when things come near it, it would go off. But after we did investigation, it kept going off. It kept going back off. So it was like, yeah, she messaged me. She said it's still going off. I moved it, but still went off. But yeah, but I think that where we caught the Rembear going off, that were really strange because that was the corner that the lady was seen coming past. So if anybody's not seen that investigation, that was Friday night's investigation, and I think we just called it a private house.
Private house invest.
Private house invest. So yeah, if you want to go back and watch that one is really, really interesting. And just let us know what you think in comments because yeah, we're gobsmacked. Seeing what were put in chat by quite a few, it were like, ugh.
Does Lindsay have an off button? No.
No, who's asking me if I've got an off button?
He'd have pressed it by now. I'm not getting involved. You'll get me in trouble, you two.
Oh, is it Brett and Andy? I don't have an off button. I can talk for England, me. I don't even have to come up for breath. Oh, dear. The bear was crazy. Brett. See, put me and Claire in a room together because Claire's energy is same as my energy, but Claire's actually a little bit more hyper, I think. But we've both got similar kinds of energies around each other, which makes both of us keep talking. And as soon as I've finished a sentence, Claire then has to say a sentence, and then I say, and it's like that, and it's so yeah, it's just a comedy factor that nobody thinks. Nobody puts Lindsay in the corner. Us women will tell you off if you do. Get in there, Joanne, and get the men told. I couldn't stood watching the candles when they were on. I couldn't understand watching the candles when they were on camera. Was on them. They were going crazy. They were, Steve. But them candles, if I'm right, I think the chakra candles, were they, Claire? I think they were chakra candles, them that she'd got, because they were in that corner, weren't they? And I'm sure they were chakra candles. And to say there were no air coming from anywhere, all windows were shut and everything, and then candles were really flickering. It were, yeah, more hyper than you, Pet. Is that possible? Trust me, Claire is more hyper than me. Actually, she's not. We're on the same level, aren't we, Claire? We're both on that level of hyperactivity. I can talk till the cows come home. I can talk longer. Joanne, those candles were going crazy. They were. Claire Mystique, message me on Facebook anytime you want to chat. That's a lovely offer, Karen. Thank you. Brains, I watched the light in the trees video and tried to stabilize it to see what was actually going on. Very strange video. Shame about quality. Seems you caught something of interest. Do you know, we thought that though when we caught it. I still can't understand. We've had screenshots. I mean, Claire's got a telly bigger than my wall, and the screenshot that they got off it was really, really very clear. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's something that I can't explain. Because how it come into tree, because I actually saw it before I turned camera on, because I was like looking at it and I'm thinking, what's that? And then I turned camera, but you've got the branches coming off the tree and it was going in and out. But to me, it only looked about that size, that little hole there. That's about the size that it actually looked from where I was. And it was like flying in and out of trees, and then it'd hover and then it'd fly back. And I'm thinking it can't be a torch because there were no torch lights up that way. It weren't the lights from the two buildings at side. It were nothing on string because it like flew away. And then all of a sudden it come flying back in, and it was just like going round. It was just unreal. Very strange. EJ Paranormal, Lindsay, has anyone taken Shiny Light's question? Does anyone know Janet? My partner's wife, who passed away 4 years ago, was named Janet. I think Brett could take it.
A Janet.
Could take a Janet.
She couldn't take.
He couldn't take what else she'd said. So
if Amelia's still in.
Amelia, if you're still in, can you put what else you got about Janet, my lovely? And Debs might be able to take the information you've got, my lovely. So yeah, Amelia, have you seen Deb's reply to your request? Oh, thanks, Joanne, my lovely. When was this, Lindsay? This one was last year. It was, I mean, we've put a clip, Diane, you know, on YouTube, we've actually take these two clips that we put on two short videos, but the actual video it's on is one when we were in General Cemetery, and I think it's just called General Cemetery, and there's just me and John on it. But the shorter version, we like clipped it down. That's actually on YouTube on no worries, Nigel, my lovely, on what's it called? On community bit. So yeah, and I've also put it on Facebook. Knackered just got in. Have you just finished work, Julie? Shouldn't be knackered if you've just finished work. You should be full of beans and jumping around your living room. Claire, are you wanting to come on, my lovely, or are you bothering tonight? It's up to you. Just wait until we go my area and all. I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to it, Claire, on Friday. It's going to be a really interesting night, that. Very interesting, because I think that's what we're going to focus on more. I mean, we'll see what other energies around, obviously, because me and John do other energies, and I know you do, but to see, because the photos that you've got and shown from that area, plus what the boys have picked up on and what they've seen and felt, and evening Fred, and the area where it, like, you walk and then you stop because the energies absolutely change. I just can't wait. I just cannot wait to get in. That's where all my picks are from in daytime. Yeah, but it's absolutely fascinating though.
Tomorrow
Claire,
night, Rebecca. Tomorrow night is our next live investigation.
Yeah, it is. Don't know where yet though, because we've not even.
No,
we've not been even planning. Because every time we've planned to go somewhere, it's chucked it down with rain, so we've like changed it. So, but yeah, Friday night. I can't wait for Friday night's investigation. Tomorrow night is going to be a good investigation as well. We'll find a good place. But yeah, Friday night. This Friday is going to be get your ass in channel, Claire. Claire, I've asked her if she's coming on, and I don't know whether she said yeah or no because I'm too busy chatting. I'm not even looking at chat. Friday should be dry. Yeah, it should be up. So, Julie, I've got enough free time to do research now. Oh, that's good, Scott. So I know you have. I will send you the information. I think John sent you a link. Have you sent Claire a link?
No.
Can you send?
Does anyone want to join, Claire? Oh, Claire will.
Yeah.
Mm.
What you done? Saved it on there and not on your phone?
No.
Well, put it on then and just let Claire can click link.
Oh, this could go horribly wrong. You have to click on this link. I'll put it in chat. This could be bad.
But only Claire, click on link at minute. Need to put one of these in, don't we? No.
What I'm going to do.
Oh, he's going to make me wear big headphones.
Not big headphones, my headphones.
Don't forget to put headphones on, Claire, because we'll just like screech off each other if you've got any. So anyway, they can't come right into street. Oh, that's all right then, Brett. So I've got Claire up, but Claire, just give me 2 minutes. I can see you on the screen, and I'm going to let John. I don't even know how to do this. So, oh, there we go.
Oh, no,
I can't hear you. Just give me a minute. No, that's muting Mike.
You don't want to mute Mike.
No, but I need Claire's volume.
Yeah, I know you do.
Can you hear me, Claire? Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Just give me a minute.
Oh, hang on. I can't hear you yet. Oh, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You got to say
So, everybody, this is the love of Mystique.
Oh, stop it.
Bless him. At least, you know, to anybody else as well that were watching that night, the dogs that were crying, that weren't the sound of the dogs that were crying. As you can hear, they are dark.
No, my dog's back. They don't cry.
Yeah. They like,
it's weird.
They don't want, and that were a proper, that were, we couldn't explain that.
I can't see chat because I can't get it up. I don't know how to get it up.
Right. If anybody's
I found your amethyst that I dropped down. So
I'm not more stones than anything. Oh, I can't wait. You want to see what we've got for you, though? I'll get John to send you a picture. Got you a nice present.
Yeah. Well, I've just got a new writing box today. I like, you know, the old-fashioned writing stands.
Yeah.
With a little sort of like little drawers in them and things like that are antique. I like all that. I've ended up with 2 now. I've got 2. Yeah.
Please stop us shopping.
Hey,
right.
You can't turn a tenner down. You can't say no to that.
Right, has anybody got any questions for Claire in the chat to do with the elemental side, or what Claire does, or who she is, or anything like that? Please.
Who I really am. Who I really am.
Who she really is. John send me pictures. John sends me pictures of very dodgy stuff. Love the eyes, Claire.
Thank you.
Nigel. Oh, she can't see your chat, so I'll have to read it to you.
Yeah, it's the actual glitter's my own brand. It's actually branded Mystique Beauty.
Oh, very nice. So you know where to get some. Wow, that's some makeup going on there. Nice.
Oh, I've always got like some makeup, like seriously, because I just have to cover this ugly face up.
Give over.
I'm telling you.
So, what elementals are we gonna possibly come into?
Right. Okay, so firstly, what I want to say is, like, I know I've always seen energy and I've always seen weird stuff, but believe it or not, do you know, elementals, it was weird. It was like my eyes had to train to see them, if that makes any sense. I didn't just automatically see them.
No.
It took time.
Julie.
Yeah. Took time.
See you, Julie.
But I've been sort of researching this area for about 4 years, I think now. And I am actually Simlish dog lady, although I don't use that anymore.
Yeah.
There's a reason behind it all, but yeah. And on there's like loads of UFOs pictures. But the elementals that I deal with generally, your gnomes, your goblins, your fairies. The ethereal, which kind of ethereal are different to elementals. We call them ethereal because we believe that they are coming from a different portal of some sort.
Yeah.
I have actually caught a portal on video, and I do need to find them. I've got them discs, Lindsay, and I believe they're all on
there.
Yeah. Because I actually caught a portal, and that was just wow.
Yeah.
But
see, I'd like to come into this chat.
Yeah, they're like your wolf creatures. I said, let's say wolf people or whatever on. I don't like saying dogmen because dogmen are something different in America that like government mess with, I think. But these are not. They're kind of, they look like that, but they're not really that, I suppose. But people recognise them more by saying that. When people say, oh, they've seen a big black dog, they've probably seen an ethereal that's there to protect the land, you know. Possibly. I don't know if it's something I only know from what I've experienced, which is that. But I will tell you this: don't ever pee in their area. Don't ever pee in their area.
I pee in all sorts of areas.
No, I'm serious. You know what? Right, Lee did. Lee went when we were out once. He couldn't hold it and he peed in their area. And I'm not kidding you. You can ask Lee. I think I've got it somewhere. I actually, when I got home later on that night, and I said, if that's the only thing I could think that would make something mad, it nearly ripped my door off, my outside door.
Wow.
Whatever it was, there were just loads of shaking and like growling. And I thought it was one of the dogs. I'm looking at dogs. Dogs are looking at me. And I think, what in the world is that? So I reckon they don't like you sent in their area, but I don't know.
You never know, though, do you? You've got a question here from Rebecca. Rebecca says, are you a witch, Mystique?
Yes. I was born into that category, I suppose. But no, I'm not bad.
Yes, she's a good one. She's a good lady. She's a good lady.
I would never hurt anyone ever. It's not something that I could ever do, ever.
Yeah.
Go on and watch it.
I think I have. Oh, Diane's put. I think I've only seen them once in my adult life. That was when I was at work and my mental. Oh, it's gone up bloody screen. And my mental health wasn't good, but I know they were trying to make mischief. Is that Diane? What were that you saw, my lovely?
I had my first encounter of these dog creatures at 6.
Right.
I was 6-year-old.
Yeah.
I weren't even at home. I saw it on Moors, Lindsay. Do you know Moors?
Yeah.
That's where I first saw it, on Moors.
Well, Andy from Elemental Encounters, and Andy is all about it says it in his name, Claire. He said Andy from Elemental Encounters and Becca, and he's put they're in 3s. Joanne's put they sound very territorial.
I think they are, some of them, but for a reason. I do believe they're there to protect the land, or if there's something that's been on that land that needs protected, I believe that's what they're there for.
Yeah. Peter says, where did you meet me and which planet? And he won't pee on anybody's area. Where did you meet me on which planet? I don't know even name a planet, do you?
Let's say Zeta Reticuli, because that's where the reckon aliens are from. No, they do. Zeta Reticuli were aliens, so that's where we're from.
Yeah. Right, I think I've got it. Oh, do you know, John is making me miss all bloody questions. Nigel's, what's Wiccan?
What's Wiccan?
Yeah,
just a witch. It's just a nicer word for witch, because when you say witch, people assume that you're cooking babies and stuff, and that's not the case.
Yeah, it's just a practice, isn't it, Wiccan?
And don't get me wrong. Yeah, it is. I mean, some people see it as a religion, but I don't see it. To me, it's just a way of life.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say? I would say, wouldn't you say Wiccan's a religion, but witches like the individual?
I can't, John, because I've never seen it as a religion, so I just can't. I can't say that. Sorry.
But that's good, because that's how you were meant. That's how you were brought up to believe, though, weren't it? That was what's in.
But
yeah.
also, I was brought up to believe that witches are the old Christians.
Oh.
And that we should respect Jesus, because he was just like all he wanted to do was show love and give love to everybody. So it's really strange how I was brought up, really, in a way, because I guess you could say it's old style Christianity, really.
Right. That's very interesting, isn't it? That's right, interesting.
Yeah, and I think some of it is. I think some of it is old style. But not that it's called that, but yeah. But I know people say Wiccan's a religion or a practice, but I can't. I'm sorry, can't, because it's just a way of life. Yeah. I had it every day from being a baby, so to me, it's just life.
Yeah, yeah. But I think that can be different, because I think people that are brought up with it, and like you say, you're born into that way of life. Yeah. It's going to be completely different to somebody like me coming into it now, because I've not been brought up with that way all life. Do you know what I mean? So everything's, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Lots and lots of people actually, I guess, see it as a practice.
Yeah. Diane's put, they were like imps or trolls. I have since realised there were.
There's so many. There's so many of them, Diane. You wouldn't believe believe it or not, there are so many of them.
Yeah.
And they all look different.
Yeah. None look the same.
But same. Do you know what it's like? Different but the same. It's strange.
Yeah. Can you see what Andy's put up?
Yeah, I think so. More group witchcraft. You see, again, none of that is what I was taught. I was just taught it was a way of life.
Yeah.
This was how, if you wanted good karma, if you wanted to heal the world, this is how you would live.
Yeah.
But then again, I can't say I didn't rebel, because I did.
Yeah.
You know.
And then that's the natural thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody does growing up, I think. So
yeah. Andy, do you want to come into chat, or are you okay where you are? It's up to you, my lovely. Wicca was only formed in the 1940s. It's not an old religion. That's what Brett's put.
That's correct. That's why I said it's old Christianity.
Yeah.
That's correct. If you actually look back, that's actually correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So Brett is what
they did is they took something and they changed it, basically.
Yeah. So weren't Wicca ever pagan then?
I don't think so, no. Personally, I wasn't brought up to believe that they were the same, because pagans do
it's even worse when your two were on.
But
what?
I can't even get a word in edgeways when you're on, but when you and Claire, I can't get a word in it. Oh, I can get half a word in.
That's just my belief. You know, I don't know. I don't know, because honestly,
I respect your belief. Yeah.
I don't know, because I know a lot. I know a few pagans, and they're very similar.
Yeah.
But they do different things, like they're vegan. I'm not.
Yeah. So again, it's that belief, isn't it? How long have you been a witch, Claire? And did you know you was one?
I can't answer that because okay, look, I'm just going to be really honest with you. And I'm going to say this. I was unwanted by my mum. My nan got me, and that's how I was raised.
Yeah. That's basically, that's an easiest bit to say. Yeah.
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 My dad passed away, you see, when I was 2.5. So I can't comment on my dad because he's no longer here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Andy's joined us now. So this is going to be interesting.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm going to say good afternoon. Yes. How are you, Andy?
I'm all right.
Good. So this is going to be good because obviously you and Claire.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how long you've been on the elemental side, Andy. I don't know whether you were like Claire, that you were born into it. Were it something that you just followed? John, don't disappear. You've got to ask questions.
I know, but I've got you in both ears because it's about 10 seconds behind, so I've got you talking there and in my ear at the same time. I can't do that.
Yeah, so basically for me, it's been a 4-year journey so far. But when I reflect back in the past,
questions.
Yeah,
I'm noticing that it was going on since birth. By all accounts, by look on it, I'm doing some family history learning at minute, and it has been an hereditary sort of lineage. Yeah.
Oh, can I ask? Do you know your blood type?
Yes. Oh, what was it? My mum told me.
I'm A positive, rhesus negative.
I think it's in A group.
I do it on my channel, Rebecca. You can have a look on my channel and I do it on there. Sorry, go on.
Yeah,
I think it is one of A groups, but
I know mine. Yeah, mine's A. Have you checked see if you've got the RH gene? Because mine's A positive, rhesus negative, and there seems to be some sort of connection with rhesus people.
Yep, there does.
Yeah,
it's a very odd one.
It is.
This is right interesting. So, has anybody else got any questions for Claire and Andy while we've got them both in chat? Because this is one good. I'll tell you now, this is one time to get your questions in, to have both of them in chat together.
But I just want to bring up what Claire on about earlier about them dog looking
things.
Gosh,
you've got a Barnsley accent. What
Claire
was
about? I've actually experienced them myself as well, but they were like
A positive.
They were like guarding an area. We used to call them werewolves back in the day.
Yeah, we do. I did when I was younger.
Yeah, that what sense I was getting. All I got in my head was American Werewolf in London when it was skulking in underground, and I was like, but we actually got a photo of their eyes, in Woodland, and one of them, right? It, like if you can imagine, one of Glow's eyes moving on top of one, it cocked its head to the side, and then turned it back. It was awful. But
you would love my videos. I'll have to find them. Yeah.
Knowing what I know now, they're just guards. They're just
they are. Yeah. They're not like these things in America that go around eating us.
No, definitely not.
Go round eating us.
Yes, I've just got my the Saint. I've just got my Reiki Master's degree.
Don't ask her how many degrees she's got. Oh my God, the folders are.
Knowledge is food. Knowledge is food.
Yes.
Yeah, but we will learn to believe knowledge is food.
Do you do readings on love life, Mystique?
Yes, I actually do. My readings are more based on astrological readings, like so on your star signs and stuff.
Oh, Claire, when you're free then, because Brett's coming on with me on Thursday.
Yeah,
you can come on. You can either come on Thursday with us, and
no, I'll let you and Brett do it,
and then you come on next one.
Yeah, because then at least we've got more. There's more. To have 3 reading, it's going to be too much.
Right. No worries.
I think let's leave it as 2. Marvelous. But yeah, Brett, I actually had my first encounter when I was 6-year-old, and I was staying out at an house, and it was like at the back of it there were moors, and I honestly, I was 6-year-old and I just called it a big doggy. But when it stood upon 2 legs, that's when something in my brain sort of said, hang on a minute, dogs don't do that, you know. And that's sort of my first memory of one. And then I think it was ages after that I saw another, but then my boys saw him as well.
Yeah, boys have seen him. Can you talk about what your boys have seen, Claire?
I mean, I could, but it would be better for them to talk about it. But Christopher and Joel are quite happy to talk about their werewolves, they call them. Or
I can't remember what it were. Yeah,
Joel's seen more aliens, I do believe.
Yeah.
Aliens. Yeah.
I think what we'll do is when boys are ready, we'll like you said, we can either video them or we can bring them onto live chat. It's entirely how you or they feel comfortable, and let them tell the stories, and that'd be right amazing. That because honestly, Andy, the things that them boys have seen and. Honestly, it's like there's just one big massive connection in their house. Yeah. everywhere you go in Claire's, I'll tell you now, it's like walking into Claire's was like walking into yours, Andy, because it's just everything is all to do with elementals and earth and everything. It's just amazing. Because I was telling her about your gnome, your drawing, because I think that's class.
I'm like that, yeah. I paint all over.
Yeah, a mural, isn't it? Is that what it's called?
A mural, yeah. My house is like a bloody fair. It's like a fairy
mine's not a mural. I'm gonna say mine's somewhat of a boredom mess. I think where you just get bored, like right.
No, it's not. Claire Bear, you should develop your gifts, as all our gifts are very special and needed.
They're all needed. They're all needed.
Anybody else got any questions while we're in? We might have missed some because I've been chatting again and not watching the screen.
I've been watching.
Have you got any questions you'd like to ask?
No.
Come on, John.
Come on, John. Get your questions going.
I'll ask Brett. Do you actually believe in the alien side of things? Andy, sorry. Do you believe in the aliens side of things?
Well, yeah, I've had a lot of experiences with them, but I am actually doing a little bit of research at the minute in kind of consideration that they might be some sort of technology elemental.
Possibly, yeah. That's a good theory, that. I like that.
On that spectrum, like they can do stuff with reality programming and, stuff like that. It's an interesting theory.
It is. I like that. Really, I like
I'm going to push. I need to bar my arm.
That's a good theory.
Yeah, I like that theory because I do believe in aliens, but I don't know what they are. Do you know what I mean?
I don't. Yeah, but I suppose. Do we really know? Nobody really knows, I suppose. But
no. But do you know what I did like? I like the theory that we were from mer people. That's what I liked.
Yeah, there's that documentary. I don't know if you've watched it, where it shows you how we evolved from mermaids.
Have you seen that, Andy?
I have, yeah.
And
what do you think of that?
Well, I don't know. Apparently, there was segregation at some point, weren't there, from them?
Yeah.
But they have found some recent cave drawings at mermaids, and and I'm like, ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I agree. It's very interesting because I don't think we came from monkeys.
No, I don't think we come from apes. I don't think we come from monkeys, even though that thumb thing or toe, whatever it is that's supposed to be, they've got same movement as ours or whatever. But that mermaid, to me, coming from sea and evolve, it does make sense. Speaking about that, Andy, do elements evolve like we do as a human race have evolved? So I'll let you both answer that.
In my research, yes. The evolutionary path of sort of etherical, like Claire on about earlier, is sort of coming. It's moving through life forms. So in our research, we are meant to evolve into an elemental from human.
Ooh. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
And then an elemental can move into what is called a shining one,
crazy weird,
which is very close to what people consider as angels.
Wow.
Just a different terminology. It's like a soul evolution rather than a physical evolution.
It is, yes, correct. That's right. That's why you've got lower level energies, because that's when someone's been a bad, naughty person.
Wow, that's right. Interesting. The Saints asked, I just wondered, some cults have had made dolls and used them for spells. Can anyone shed any light on this, please?
Voodoo dolls, you mean?
Voodoo,
I've got a voodoo doll.
I've held the voodoo doll.
It's from Louisiana. It's made from the bush of Louisiana. It's proper dry because obviously it's dried out. I've never used it. It just sits looking pretty, I suppose, if that's what you want to call it.
But to say that's what dried out. So that would dried out though, Claire. Do you know when Claire passed it to me, I actually got the smell of herbs from it. And Claire said, I don't know how you've done that because it's very old. Can you remember? But I'd literally got a smell of like fresh herbs coming from doll. It was so strange. It was very weird.
Yeah, it's an handmade doll. So anybody could have. They are called puppets in witchcraft, but this is an actual voodoo doll.
Look at popping
up. So yeah, I mean they are called puppets. To me, I would make a puppet, but this is a voodoo doll from a voodoo priestess.
No, at some point.
Bring Amy up. Yeah, voodoo is Caribbean island religion. That's what Amy's put.
Some of it's quite.
Andy from UK, he's got a big blow up doll, so I don't know what that's got to do. Don't know what that's got to do.
High five, Andy from the UK. High five.
Like oregano. I don't know what it was, but it was just like a very earthy, rooty smell. It does have roots in Louisiana, but originates from the islands. So yeah, I don't use black magic or magic to harm anybody, but I believe all spells have a price to pay. So what's your take on that, my loves?
Well, basically, do you want me to be honest or do you want me to tell fibs?
No, I want you to both be as honest as you can.
We'll be honest then.
I sacrifice my own blood by a pinprick when I'm doing a spell.
Yeah. And Andy?
Yes, there is definitely a price to pay for it. I mean, this is why a lot of us witches give a lot of offerings to the universe in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So even if you're doing a good spell, then not the black. I mean, that just don't like. So even when you're doing a good spell and you use your own blood, does that still have a price to pay, or by doing the offerings? Then does that
the blood is the offering? Your blood is the offering. But also you can give things to the earth itself as an offering. Things that mean a lot to you, things that are connected to you. Yeah. But yeah, there's always a price to pay.
Yeah, because when we went on an investigation with Andy, and Andy says they like shiny things, and I said to John, they won't come out and say I want that ring. I says because they're not bloody having me ring. You know, but
it all comes back down to balance. You know, balancing.
Yeah,
you're taking something and giving it.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that it's like in light there can be dark, and in dark there can be light. So people see dark and they automatically think bad. Well, do you know what? That's actually not the case.
Yeah.
It really isn't. It can vary so much.
Yeah. Rebecca, so what can I offer to the universe then?
What's close to your heart. Depends what you want in return.
That's interesting.
It all depends on what you're after. I mean, there's different levels.
So Rebecca, what is something that you're after? In any sense?
I don't do love spells. That's messing with free will, so I'll never do something like that. I do believe if you're going to do a love spell, it has to be sort of circumstantial. So I'm looking for this kind of person who's trusting, loyal, you know.
Yeah.
Where some people will do love spells on people, and I believe that's more of a commanding spell, you know, or a follow me boy spell, because you are actually messing with their free will.
Right. Totally understand that. Saying, I used to have worry dolls. Are they any good, or do you need a spell to make them work?
Oh, you don't need a spell to make a worry doll. It's kind of like a stress ball.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing. It's like a stress ball.
Yeah. So Karen's an earth angel, psychic empath, and part medium.
Yeah, I'm not a medium and I'm not psychic, and I never say I will. I'm anything like that because I'm not. I just have feelings and stuff, but I'm not that good.
Yeah. Do you know, I was talking to Brett, me and Brett, I phoned Brett up this morning to show him the spirit cards that I got because I forgot to show him at End at Live yesterday. So I phoned Brett up to show him spirit cards. And me and Brett were both saying neither one of us are psychic in any way, shape or form, but we just read the cards as we see them. But there's nothing behind, do you know what I mean? There's no special magic gift to do it. It's just that I think you're in tune with the cards.
That's what I was saying above paranormal. You can't direct a love spell at a particular person. It's never going to work.
Yeah.
Even if it works, you're not going to be happy because I've seen it. So
yeah, and I don't think we'd get Brad Pitt anyway. We'll talk later when John's not in the room.
Brad Pitt doesn't interest me one bit. I'd go for Omnia. I'd go for Dr. Sick out of Omnia.
Well, my face enough now.
Dr. Sick out of Omnia.
Oh dear. I did a spell which I regret. Oh, put Rebecca's on. I did a spell which I regret doing, and I think that's why I was paying a price with a nasty guy.
Yes. Yeah.
And did you agree?
It's not worth it.
Yeah, but you can always take it back as well if you need to,
But do you have to take it back in a certain way, or like you said, do you have to give things back in a way to how would you reverse something that you did? Would it depend on the spell?
I can't do that with my family. I can't do none of that. Sorry, go on, Andy.
Yeah. It's all down to your intent, really. If you're intentive of recorrecting and taking it back, I believe you can do that.
Yeah.
Especially if it's causing some form of harm.
Right. Yeah. I can't tell your future. So no, I don't think anybody can tell a future. Not in that way anyway. Do you believe in?
I can't hear conversation, Nigel. That's why Lindsay's got headphones on.
I'll put them on because I want to go for a
tickle
in a minute anyway. So you listen. Do you believe in the reverse of spells? Put that one up.
Do you believe in the reverse spells?
You're off. I'll do this.
I have a different theory on that because sometimes I think, depending on how you do the spell, what the spell it is, some I think you can reverse and some I think you cannot reverse. Because to do it in the first place, you must have wanted it pretty bad. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to reversing the spell, maybe your want is still too much for it to be reversed. Like Andy said, you've got to be in the right state of mind and then it'll work. But if you're not, then don't, because it's not going to work.
Right. And you agree with that, Andy?
Yeah.
Rebecca's put, I think I have reversed it and we are now not together and I did a goodbye spell. Yeah.
If you want, I can do you his missing his head spell. I'm totally kidding.
She's not really. She's not kidding. I think you need these headphones back. I can't control them.
Well, there's a spell, isn't there? There's a spell that's called mess. Well, I'm not going to say the F word. It's obviously the F word, but it's mess with my head and I'll keep yours.
Right.
Okay. But in the family book, believe it or not, there's actually like shape-shifting spells and werewolf spells and the Russian wolf and.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, right, I think the problem is more something to do with hallucinating.
Peter's put, I thought spells were a myth, never realised there was such a thing. I'm intrigued.
Oh, they are no myth. They are real.
No, I can vouch for that, and I'm sure Andy will as well.
Oh, yes. It's just been very underground, that's thing.
Yeah, it has. And it's been turned into Hollywood. Hollywood changed the way witches are perceived.
Yeah. Do you work with gods and goddesses when doing any spell work or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was short and sweet. That were
Okay, so
Rebecca wants to know the spell. Keep my head and I'll keep yours. You'll have to message her in private for that one.
yeah, mess with my head and I'll keep yours.
Yeah.
I know I would never do it really. But yeah, I do work with gods and goddesses. I'm not going to say which ones because I'm probably going to get slaughtered if I do.
Yeah. Well, that's your personal choice, isn't it? What gods and goddesses you work with? It's nothing to do with anybody else, really.
I mean, I work with Nick. Nick's is my guardian anyway, so I work with you. She's classed as the goddess of the dark, and then everybody will always say, well, Hecate is actually Lilith, and Lilith were a demon, and this, that, and other. So there's so much people can say about it. It's just too much to get into. Yeah.
It is. And like you said, Hollywood's got a lot to answer for and things like that when it comes to demons and such like.
Oh, that word makes me shiver, John.
Desmonds.
I've got a question.
Yeah, but what if demons are not what you actually think they are, though? Then exactly. What?
We run about this today, me and Brett, about what demons actually are, what demons are and what demons aren't. We were talking about this this morning, because like I said to Brett, I forgot even what I said to Brett. We might have to bring Brett in conversation. I said something about Brett. John says he can't cope with four of us. People that say that they're a demon, we don't think that they are demons, because if the devil is there to punish, but if the devil is there to punish bad people, what makes the devil a bad person? You know, and that right, like when Brett said that to me, I was like, it's got a right point there, because if the devil's meant to be such a bad person,
can I let you know a secret?
Yeah,
there's no such thing as devil.
I know there's no such thing as devil.
And you know what, right? The devil is not Lucifer either. People say Lucifer's the devil. No, he's not, because I've worked with Lucifer. He's actually the angel of light. Yes, he was cast out of heaven, but that don't make him the devil.
Yeah. Right, have we got what else coming in? I forgot what question. Oh yes, I was going to ask. What's that one? That's Saints Port. I can't go on, click on it for me. Lindsay, John, Claire. I think he means Lindsay, Andy, and Claire. Have any of you
own or have read the Necromonicon?
Yeah, I've got quite a few books actually, but I've not actually sat and read that one. No.
Yeah.
Just like there's a few I haven't read.
No worries. So, do you know if anybody will look into there to connect that is just starting out on the journey of going down the elemental path, or of trying to work with elementals in a certain way? What advice would you give them so it was done in the right way and not the wrong way?
First, you need to connect with nature. Not connect with elementals, but connect with nature and Mother Earth, and show Mother Earth that you respect her.
Yeah.
That's where I come from anyway. I think everything starts with respecting something, and they are on Mother Nature's land. They are, protecting it. They are there for a reason. So if you can connect with nature first and build on that and spend more time with nature, then I think that's a good starting point for some people.
Yeah. And Andy?
Yeah, completely agree. We've always said the more time that you're out in woodlands and stuff and learning, just a simple act of learning what trees will go a long way. Same with herbs and flowers and just learning about them. But always, if you've got it in the back of your mind about connecting with nature spirits and elementals, just be honest and true in your intention, because they can read your frequency.
Do you know, it's funny because I was talking to Claire the other night when we were at Claire's, and I said, what draws an elemental spirit? And Claire said, they can read your soul. They can not read your soul, but they'll see a light in certain people.
Yeah. And that's where some people say you get dark energy from, because they see that light in that person and want to diff it out. I mean, I have a different theory and all that, but that's what's said.
Yeah. Is there if there is a God, then I believe there would have been a devil, because everything has an opposite, up and down, etc. That's from Claire.
Yeah, and I can honestly see where she's coming from. Like everybody has different beliefs, but see, I believe in gods and goddesses, but not necessarily that they are God the creator. You know, so it's kind of different.
Yes, pagan gods tend to have
Duality. Both positive and negative.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yes, you can use them for either.
Yeah. Are they like spirit, and when you start working with them, they can see in your peripheral and as shadows, or are they a little more upfront in being seen?
It depends. There's some are quite. I mean, you've got to look at some are stronger than others, some are weaker than others. They're all on different vibrational levels, just like we are. So it kind of depends. Sometimes, yeah, it's just a third eye manifestation, and other times, for example, I've done something and Lee's actually seen it.
Yes,
which you know, like means it's there. So I think it does vary.
Yeah. Do you think the gods and goddesses you work with need to be on a worshipping level or working as equals?
I mean, I've always worked with them as equal, but at the same time, I have always had an altar for offerings, like apples for Aphrodite, I suppose. You know, Nick's likes the little wolf ornaments. So yeah, I guess that's an offering. We see it as an offering rather than a bowing down to.
Yeah. And Andy?
It's the best way to look at it.
Yeah. My fave, never expect anything back. It's like we're one. That's Love My Family. I didn't know that above. I have quite a few May hagstones that my fae leave for me in my garden.
Yeah.
So can they leave stuff like? Can they leave your hagstones then? Or
yeah, it's just that unfortunately, I ended up peeing. I peed mine off and it bit me, so we're not friends.
So you're not friends anymore. Have you ever had any experience like that, Andy?
It was my fault, and I know what I did, but it's too late. So.
Yeah.
What annoying them?
Yeah, I mean it's called being young and silly. You know, when you're young, you do things that you don't know what you're doing.
Do you know? So, whose face? Love My Family. Oh, I think she's put. She spelt it wrong. Brett. Never expect anything back with one, and I think that's come to last at questions. If anybody's got else to put in the stream, please feel free to put in. Anything else you two would like to say?
Talk
about? Any topics you two have got to talk about? Don't piss off the fae, they respond with gravy. I told Claire the story of the gravy, Brett.
Yeah, it's something they would do, absolutely.
Have you got any house brownie activity in your house, Claire?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing though, that I've never been able to understand, Andy, right? I had to go see someone, and what this person has told me, I'm still trying to sort of come to terms with.
Okay.
I actually bring them in. I don't know how, but I am the portal. It follows me. I'm still trying to work that out.
Okay.
They become grounded basically by following me, if you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't quite understand it yet, and I think I'll never fully understand it, because I moved from my other house because I thought there was a portal in my garden or a portal in my house, or it was moving from my house to my garden. Yeah. And when I moved, it followed me, and I'm like, why is it following me? So I went to see someone, and they were like, because it's not the house, it's you. Maybe I don't know how to close myself off. I don't know.
You might have a job to do. you just might not know what it is yet.
Yeah, well, I don't. Trust me, I really don't.
I don't know if this applies to you and Andy, I'm not sure. What dimension level are you? Most are on 3rd and get stuck there, but I'm 4th or 5th. 4th to 5th. Does that apply?
What? Actually, unfortunately, I'm not one. I can shift my vibrations to different levels, and I'm sure Andy can too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can move your vibration, can't you, Andy, when you need to see different things, basically.
Yes.
We are, and it's done without even realizing that we're doing it. Sometimes we don't even realize.
Jason's gone home, so Brett can smoke in house now.
That one answered.
Yeah.
What's Dr. Villan put? If you tried meditating and allowed it to close and open when you need it open. If you tried.
Yeah, I've tried that though.
I think you're saying because Claire didn't
speaking to Claire, yeah.
Yeah, like it don't make no difference. It's just wherever I am, it's around me all the time, like constantly. In fact, I would take a few videos. You'll see what even when I'm laid in bed, the portal's there. There's orbs flying around me. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But you're a portal in yourself, though, aren't you, Claire?
Yes, you just said.
Oh, you just said that, yeah.
Yeah.
Does everyone? Sorry, Claire. Go on.
Like I was saying to Andy, I don't understand it, and Andy said to me, maybe you've got a job to do, but you just don't know it yet. And he's probably right.
Yes. Yeah. Steve, does everyone have an elemental? Like, is there an equal elemental for each person, but it depends whether we connect with them or are they located?
I believe what people see as spirit guides are probably the elemental guide, yeah.
Right. You and Andy agree on so much.
Right. I've got a little bit more in depth to go on that one, if that's all right.
Yeah, go for it.
Right. So, everybody does refer to these elementals in recent times, but there is a little bit of a segregation that you've got your nature spirits and your fae folk, but your true elementals are your air, which are your sylphs, your undines, which are your water, your salamanders are your fire, your earth to your gnomes. Right, but in all accounts, in ancient witchcraft, everybody has got each one of them assigned to you.
Correct.
Everybody. Because we've got water in us bodies, we've got the heat that eats us, you've got the minerals of the earth inside us and everything like that, and the air that we breathe, So
that's right, true.
You have all got...
No.
Right, so you have all got...
Back in a bit.
4 personal assigned elementals, and if you hurt your body, e.g. in pollution, then you hurt the elemental as well. If you've got a thriving elemental,
do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
This is it. We're all guilty of it to some degree. We're just having a McDonald's hurting us bodies. But so the personal the true elementals we have all got assigned to us.
No, Peter, I actually love myself. I'm sorry, I'm one of them. I'm happy. I'm happy being me, and I love me. So,
Brett's put big it up for the gnomes. Andy, would you ever want to change who you are and what you stand for? I know that's straight off, but I will ask.
Say that again, sorry?
Would you ever want to change who you are and what you stand for?
No.
I know that will come in.
I'm quite happy where my feet are at the minute.
Oh, yeah.
Keep talking, Andy. I love your voice. Brett's put big it up for the gnomes, earth rules.
I agree. The gnomes are very special.
But with what Andy's just said about us having the elements actually in the body, now that's making like when we're talking to spirit, like we do the spirit energies, right? So now that's making me think all these energies then that we're communicating is like what Andy's been saying and you've been saying are the old elementals, but how can I don't get this right? Like when we're out and we're investigating. You both know how we investigate. You've seen us enough times, right? So when we go out and we'll say whose energies here, and it comes through with a name, and let's say it gives the full name, because on some occasions we have had a first name and a second name come through.
Yeah.
If that was an elemental, wouldn't they? Why would they come through with a person's full name and not?
Or is it elementals that are linked to us?
Or is it elementals that are linked to us?
The answers that we want.
It is, but I mean, it's not that you're not communicating with spirit, because you are. It's just that you've got to understand spirits are on different levels and they all evolve differently.
So
I'm not saying that they're not people, but I tend to look at things as energy. So it's hard that for me. I don't say that's a male, that's a female, it's energy.
Yeah.
So Andy might be better answering that one because I don't actually look at them that way.
Right. So Andy, how do I go with that one?
Well, I'm a little bit same with Claire, because I don't think the energy in its pure format has got a gender, if you if it's even got a language, like, because they say connecting with true elementals is like it's the sensations and the feelings.
Yeah.
Like what you were talking about earlier on in chat today, getting the feelings about a place that could be due to them, helping you as like a guide kind of thing.
Right.
There's other things involved with us that could, like the fetchers, a bit like what Tommy is. He would be. I'm saying he because that's how he portrays himself, but he's actually more. He's actually more female than male because of the two females that work in our team. It's really strange. So things that are communicating, giving you names, I'd always put that down to more the nature spirit, the fae folk.
Right.
That's my personal. That's what I'd do if I were out working and getting names.
Yeah. This is so interesting. Honestly, do you know, I change my mind every time we start talking about this, because I just find it all so fascinating, and I like absorbing all information I can.
It's very deep. This is thing. It's a very deep subject. It's not just all. It's not all Tinkerbell and Disney, which a lot of people automatically assume. It goes deep, and it's very ancient. It's
Little Mermaid, a load of crap, guys. She was evil. She would let you.
I mean, as Claire will probably tell you, such as us that work with them and stuff, we're only touching tip of iceberg with information. It goes so much deeper, so much more complex.
This is why I'm joining Claire, and I'm joining you. You couldn't. But Claire's going to take me on as hers.
Yeah, we're actually forming a true local coven soon. We've got.
That's what Andy's wanting to do.
Oh, that's very nice. That's lovely. Yeah. I've been a loner for so many years.
Right. We've got his name for it. It's going to be called the Path of Pan. So that's
a nice name.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. But at least now you two, that's good, because, like Andy says, people in this area, in this specific area, not are very few and far between, because there's so many groups out there. There's actually more elemental groups, I think, than there is actual spirit ghost hunting paranormal groups, but I don't think they get credit for it, because it's like you've just said, people think
people think they're not right,
or they think, wait, it's a Disney character, or it's Tinkerbell, or it's whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Believe it or not, as well. You could ask Andy this. I don't know if he's that same experience, but also you've got to be careful, because there's bullies as well that'll bully you for that.
I can totally understand it, and I think that's.
I always, because like when we started, we had a generalized paranormal channel, and I were hiding it to start with. Getting these replies through the spirit box. Oh, I'm a gnome and I'm an elf. I was cutting them out, and I was like, I said to Becky, I can't do it any longer, because it's just so overpowering what's coming through. I need to walk this path, and amount of ridicule we went through, and it still happens. It still happens, and it's like,
that's why
I'm standing my ground.
That's why I gave my channel up, Andy, because I was literally bullied off it, basically.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not.
No.
Not when you ain't got the support network around you. I don't think it's not like you said. Saying that the paranormal community. I wouldn't exactly say that. So it's a community on its own. Let's just say I'm not going to go into my opinion, but it's like you say, you haven't got that support network from others when you're doing this, because like Claire's just said, she started a channel up and it was a successful channel and everything, but
they were brilliant.
But then the bullies started coming in and trolling Muppets.
But you know what? Yeah, but whoa, just a minute. I need to tell you who were bullying me.
Go on.
The UK Bigfoot community told me they were all Bigfoots.
Really?
Yeah, and I was lying, and they were all Bigfoot.
Which was really weird because a lot of United States Bigfoot community believe it little. You know.
Thank you. Yeah.
So that's really odd.
Well, do you know what, Andy? I have got some right pictures of what I suppose you would call a Bigfoot, but like they've got elementals attached to them everywhere. You would love them. You would love to see these pictures. They are very odd. They're not from the UK. They are not. But I speak to a lot of people in America and help them when it comes to elementals in the garden and things coming in, you know, when it comes to what they see as Bigfoot. But if you actually take a picture and look at it, it's just full of elemental beings.
Yeah.
You'd like them.
I follow a guy, he lives out in Colorado doing it. He's got a massive following and channel. And he says you don't get one way out over there.
That's right, yeah.
Part and parcel all the time.
Yeah.
So, see, I've just found again, like you say, it's just so fascinating this subject. How a lot of people's popping it into chat how fascinating it is.
Pray. I pray. I mean, as a general witch, most of the time when I meet people for the first time, it'll be merry meets. Obviously, it's always 60th December, which is so much it be. Or you can set in the 60th December.
Look at her. She's been showing off now, Andy. She's showing off.
I'm not.
Yeah. One from the Saint.
Yeah.
Lindsay, John, Claire, Andy, just out of interest, do any of you have some sort of ritual or pray? So Claire's just answering that for her. Yes, so Claire does.
So Andy's not answered, obviously. I kind of do, but in my own way, yeah.
Yes. Andy?
Well, I don't necessarily doing it before doing a live chat, but I always do a little something on a morning. On a morning's the best because like your brain's just sort of readjusting to day. So I'll always sit down, do whatever a little.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah,
readjusting. I think mine's a bit more than that. I'm afraid. I am a morning. You think I'm away with fairies now? Whoa, you can see me in the morning. I am in La La Land, literally.
You know, just trying to visual out good outcomes for the day and hoping for best kind of. That's my sort of things that I do.
But you do though, don't you, Andy? When you go out,
if I'm doing a specific investigation, there's a little ritual set up, definitely.
Yeah. And it's actually the ritual's quite lovely. Me and John didn't take part in that ritual, but Andy, Becky, and I can't think of her name, Andy.
Ellen,
and them three went and did what they needed to do before we start. Do you know what I mean? But it was lovely and the smells were gorgeous, I must say. Peter's put he was bullied all through school just for being myself. The world is full of false people.
I agree.
Agreed. Yep, same here.
No, we've all got each other now, so they can all just tuttle along.
I'll tell you something.
John says
the way that I am now, I honestly love me and who I am, and I think it's really important to get to that. Do you know where you love yourself?
Yeah, because I think you've got to love yourself first for you to. Well, for me personally, I believe if you don't love yourself, then I don't know how to word it. But just trust me, you've got to love yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Even if you enjoying who you are and liking that person that you know, people make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but it's how you do what you do afterwards and how you deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah, totally agree. Haha, John, it's only called June on weekends.
Yeah, because he's put, thanks, Lindsay, June, Claire and Andy.
Oh.
Telling all my secrets, Brett.
I've got
John's
plenty of wigs, John. Plenty of wigs.
Me and Brett go out at weekend and it's June and Barbara.
If Andy's up for it, one weekend, if
Andy's
you want.
always up for stuff. What's he up for?
But if Andy's up for it, we can always like bring Claire across on a weekend, or arrange to meet up somewhere. And
you can come here for me.
Yeah, you two actually aren't that far from each other.
Are we not?
Wait, no, they're not, are they?
No.
Make sure dogs don't eat him. Be all right.
Listen, if you've seen trust me, if once you've met Andy's dog,
I can believe it.
It's a big boy.
Once you've met Andy's got no fear.
I've got a St. Bernard. So yeah, he's a big lad.
He is a big boy.
Yes. Dogs.
But one of Claire's is more overprotective than the others.
All right.
Which
yeah.
But he is gorgeous though. He is.
I'm happy for you all to come over for a coffee and that, and then we'll go over to yours, and then
sounds like a plan. Well, what we'll do afterwards is I'll let you know where she lives. I'm not doing it on live. But I'll let you know where she is, because I'm telling you now, Andy, I bet Claire's about what 10-15 minutes from you.
Really?
If that. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm in good old farmlands. I'm a farmer. No, I'm not really, but I am in farmlands.
You have to add me on Facebook, because we've got a local moot that we run as well, a meetup. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing that ritual then? That blazing bloody fire that I could see from my bedroom window?
No, it actually depends whereabouts that is. So you never.
Trust me.
It was huge.
Yeah, Claire showed me.
I thought, bloody hell, wood's going to be on fire in a minute.
Yeah, that was really interesting, that though. But like Claire was saying, though,
this is why I know it was some sort of other cult, because they only do that when it's your super blood lunar eclipse. Any other time, it's not done.
Okay. Right.
But it's very visual from Claire's.
Okay.
Really. I mean, in fact, when she sees you and she shows you some pictures, you can actually see something in the picture. Yeah. And you just can't. You can't. Honestly, you can't explain. I couldn't explain when I had to look at it about 5 times, because it was just unbelievable. Peter said he would love to meet each and every one of you in this group. You're all amazing. Oh, bless Peter. You never know. We might all have a trip down to yours.
You don't want to meet me. I'm not normal.
As long as nobody's got any fear of any reptiles. Because Peter's collection, invertebrates, and yes, as long as nobody's got fears, honestly.
Peter, I used to breed snakes, geckos, bearded dragons, and tarantulas. We used to breed all them.
You need to check Peter's channel out, Claire.
To check Peter's channel out, Claire.
Definitely.
It's Peter Webster, obviously. It is Peter Webster. It's his channel. Yeah, just click on his name. Honestly,
Scott has dropped link.
Has he dropped link? Brilliant.
Awesome.
Anyone wants to meet me, visiting hours are 6 till 8 at Rotherham site. Yeah, doing it for Brett.
And then Friday evening to Sunday evening is Barbara.
Yeah.
An 8-foot male.
Has he really got an 8-foot male?
Platinum tiger, recluse python.
Just a minute, I'm just looking at this python.
Oh no, it's not sure. It doesn't show you. I'm just saying.
I thought you were seeing it then. I was excited.
Yeah, the gift that I have is Jezere, my 8-foot male platinum tiger, reticulated python.
Yeah, we had 2 rainbow boas. They were beautiful. So like petrol. When you look at them, they shine like a rainbow.
And Andy's pets are
all dead.
The dead pets, and they are mummified, and they are a right collection, aren't they, Andy?
Yeah.
All from dog. The dog's not mummified, but the mummified. We can't believe some.
I've got a lot of mummified rats.
Yeah.
I like rats. So my pet rats were awesome.
Yeah. Rather be crazy, happy and bouncy.
No.
Rather be crazy and happy than boring and miserable. Exactly, Brett. Couldn't say it any better myself.
Oh, yeah, but I do believe there's a cut-off line that I just don't have.
There's no cut-off line for us. I believe you should be yourself. Don't pretend to be someone you're not.
No point, is there?
No. People see through you anyway straight away for me. If you're not true to who you are, I think people can just read you like a book and see straight through.
I miss my ratty baby. I miss mine too as well, yeah. I had two bald rats as well, but they ate the babies.
See, you and Andy's got so much in common because Andy and Becky used to have them as well. Pets. Yeah, pets. I feel left out now. I only have little fluffy chinchillas.
There's nothing wrong with chinchillas. Chinchillas are lovely. There's some people I don't know.
Yeah. Peter has got 400 animals in his collection.
Yeah, that was about right though, because I think we had 12 snakes. I had 86 tarantulas in a specialised room for tarantulas. They all had about 300 to 500 babies every time. So, Claire, it's fiction, complete fiction. Not all witches have cats. I'm a dog person. I'm a reptile person. I actually love tarantulas. They're my favourite. At minute, my familiar's a budgie. So yeah, it's complete fiction. The cat thing.
Agree.
What's your familiar, Andy?
Mine is actually into energy form at minute. She passed on in physical format, so now I see her as a blue sphere. She pops up around people to give me warning signs if they're going to be a bit troublesome and stuff like that.
I bet you were black.
It'll be covered by me. It'll even multiply by me. I'm telling you, Andy, it'll be in thousands.
Should have come as soon as I entered Andy's door. First thing I did, Andy opened the door and we went in, and I just went up, threw my arms around him, threw my arms around Becky, and I bet that blue orb just covered my entire body. Oh my God, you've got a Fruit Loop here.
You literally just turned blue, Lindsay.
Oh, thank you, Peter. I've sent you a pic of my new babies I'm having this week. Oh, I can't wait to see them. And Nigel, I forgot what Nigel said, but Nigel.
Who's had babies? What babies? Babies?
He's having some babies. So it'd be who's having babies? Reptiles. I can't see it now. But Nigel put one in a comment, and he's just said how much he loves this channel. And can't find it now.
And the weirdos.
And the weirdos in the channel, yes. I'd be completely lost without this channel and other channels. Carry on.
And alone your channel.
Yeah, makes me carry on. I owe you so much.
Well, you were kiss, Daniel.
Exactly. I'm blowing them from Andy and Becky as well because they're not on screen.
Yeah, but you got to catch them, though. You need to catch them and put them in your pocket.
It's trouble, but we love her. I hate no trouble. Nigel's put we should all go on a coach trip together. That'd be fun. It would. I was given 2 rats as a gift off Mark Ashton, and now I have 15.
Wow. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Jonathan wishes Lindsay Wood got completely lost. It'd be lost without me. Oh, we're all making Nigel blush, bless him. Got to get my teeth in there. I'm getting excited so my words aren't coming out. I only keep one of each species apart from my 2 breeding pairs and 2 communal.
Well, that what thing, Peter, with tarantulas. I think I loved them so much because there were so many. There's your old arboreal, there's your New World, Old World, there's your trapdoor. Yeah, we had to have anti-venom in the house, yeah. Oh, my orange baboon got out and I nearly sat on it, and squished it.
Do you know? Bloody hell. I know we were going to, because you've got some of the, you've still got some of the skins, haven't you, Claire?
Yeah, I've got the skins, yeah. Tarantula skins and snake skins, yeah.
I once had a cat. He was all black. He came into my garden when I was 11 and stayed with me until I was 21. Never knew where he came from. He was 24 when he passed, bless him, and was all black.
You'll find that. You'll find that's your spirit guide, or your familiar, or whatever you want to call it. Because I don't know if you would call it something different, but usually they find you.
I'm going to say they tend to do, don't they, sometimes with animals? They do tend to come and find you. Yeah,
they find you. I remember when I was younger, I had I think it was a sparrow, and silly me, being only little, I put it in with finches. My grandma went, put it. My grandma, you can't put that in there with finches, it'll eat them. I don't know.
Oh, dear. I know, Andy, you've had animals though, haven't you, that
they just come to you, don't they?
They just come to Andy,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Andy's had that experience.
The most recent one, Andy, were a baby pheasant we had.
All right.
We've released her now, though. She's better now when we released her. But she was trying it on, I think, because like 2 days later she was fighting fate. I thought, yes, little bugger, come on.
On your way. Anyone as well? Oh, go on, Andy.
I was just going to say that's why we ended up with pet rats, because we used to have a wild colony that used to come to us. Have you ever seen that film Willard with all rats?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was like. They'd all follow me around this bloody car park. Nearly got me. Once police showed up, they nearly got me into trouble. But yeah,
they did. Yeah, they did.
Oh wow.
Anyone's welcome to add me on Facebook to stay in touch. No problem, Karen. Thank you, my lovely, for saying that.
Karen. You can find me on Facebook. I'm dead easy to find. In fact, you can Google my name and I come up advertising apps. So don't worry, you'll find me.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to share in chat everybody's links.
Scotty's already been sharing them.
Scotty's been sharing everybody's links. So he's been sharing Andy's, he's been sharing and Peter's as well. So thank you very much, Scott. So hopefully everybody will come across and show the love. And
hey, Lindsay, is that bracelet? Have you had an allergic reaction to that bracelet yet?
I haven't. But can I just say, right? Do you know this bracelet? I put it on. Do you know when I come home that night? I always sleep with my bracelets on, and I put this bracelet on with these. I woke up in the morning and I come downstairs and I says to John, my bracelet's gone. My bracelet's off my wrist. Didn't think nothing of it. Put it back on my wrist. We set bed up downstairs. Went to bed. I woke up in the morning. The bracelet were on the floor. Right? And I said to John, I'm just going to clean energies. I'm just going to put it, through when I'm doing my cards and that. And I've cleansed it, Claire. And honestly now, it stays where it is. But it was like it didn't want to be on my wrist. It was so weird.
It did. It did. I'll tell you what it did. It practically burnt my skin, like red rash and itchy, and I couldn't cope with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely fine with it. But it was just that weirdness on why it won't stay on my wrist.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Lee said, is it windy where you are because curtains keep moving?
I've got my big fan. I went bright red, so fans on, so my curtains are twitching. I'm a curtain twitcher.
Neighbours will be like, what are you on?
I know exactly. They do when we go in shed. I'm just waiting for him to have a barbecue so we can start doing spirit boxes and that. Oh my God. I'll do the reading. I'm always having animals come to me. Since living here for 30 years, we've had cats, birds and ferrets. Wow.
Ooh. Yeah, I've had quite a collection, really, I suppose.
Well, when we first moved in here, the gentleman and the lady that lived in here, they'd lived in this house from it being built. Anyone's welcome to have it, right? Do you know, Brett? And
what? Grind?
Don't ask, Claire. Don't ask. It's a rude site.
It's not rude.
It's a rude site, that one.
It's just a dating site.
Oh, it's a dating site.
Oh, no, yeah, I love all the borrows.
And we used to, when we first moved in, we used to have a family of badgers come on our doorstep because the old gentleman that were here every night, he fed this family of badgers. But you know, once we moved in, they never come. So I don't know whether they could smell the scents gone or it was so weird. It was like an animal farm up front of our garden at night with animals coming out to feed. I don't think they like us.
I mean, if you've got dogs and they can smell dogs, they'll stay away, won't they?
It could have been that. Could have been dogs. John knows what's what. He does, doesn't he, Dorothy? He knows what it is. I was seeing shadows, Steve. I was seeing shadows out of the corner of my eye, Lindsay, and one night I took off 2 rings and my bracelet to wash the dishes. And when I went back to put on after, they were gone and couldn't find them.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something messing into that.
Well, yeah, it's like when a crystal disappears, obviously crystals are living. They are made of oxygen atoms. Let's just bear that in mind. So they are actually a lot like living things. And they actually make up the Earth's crust. And I always think, hang on a minute, right? We're digging all these crystals up. Yeah, them crystals are there to balance the Earth. So are we like, is that damaging?
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be. But when a crystal disappears, it's because elementals come and borrowed it. And it might disappear for months and then come back.
You've had that experience, though, haven't you, Andy, with certain things?
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
I've got a really expensive pair of gloves, right? I'll tell you a little story. And I was doing some wand whittling one night, and then we put my gloves to the side of me, and then one, I think it was left hand, disappeared completely. Anyway, I got a spirit box a few months later. I'm like, does anybody know where my glove in it? Well, like, I've got it, it's mine. Keeps. And I'm like, oh, all right, that's a spirit. I'm like, well, what are you doing with it? It's using it as a tent. But anyway, right, I eventually found this glove because an object had been pulled under the settee in a range of circumstances, and this glove was resting up like a tent. So I got it back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's right weird. Peter's put, my aunt doll is giving the girls and Marie nightmares, and I felt something touching my back all night and didn't sleep. Any advice?
Can't stand dolls.
Clowns. I mean, I can't stand. Yeah, I don't like dolls. So I mean,
I'll bring my collection.
No. You know my auntie lives in a bungalow, and she's got over 100 pot dolls. You cannot move from them, and I cannot stand. I won't go to her house. You've got no chance.
Yeah. So we know dolls aren't. We know that the dolls aren't necessarily haunted, but we do know that objects can have energy. So if there is an energy attached, what could you do? What would you do? What advice could we give you? Just do a cleanse.
Well, do a cleanse. See what happens. But sometimes you can cleanse it, and that can work. Sometimes you just got to get rid of it, aren't you? You know, and other times, they should all be burned. I agree. I don't like that. Something must have happened to me when I was younger, because that's the one thing I cannot stand is I cannot stand dolls.
You just got a phobia for dolls.
Yeah, really bad. Really bad.
I think
some people.
I've got bears.
I think my advice is to look at your nightmares, right? Do a little dream interpretation. Because even though you're having a nightmare, doesn't necessarily mean the message coming through is going to be bad. It's just a perception of your subconscious, right? So you can dream interpret it online. You know, you can get sites that you can type stuff in or find certain elements that stick out to you from your dreams, and you might get a message formation. And then it might, this energy might be trying to get a message to you or ask something or to do a certain thing via what the dreams are involving through interpretation. Because if you've been touched up back, that's not necessarily a bad encounter. You know, it might just be in acknowledgement. It might just be asking for a little bit of respect or acknowledgement. So always try and look at the situation as in-depth as possible. That'd be my advice.
Yeah, to look at your dream. So Steve's put, do you do dream interpretation, Andy?
I can do it, yeah. definitely. But you can do your own. There's a lot of websites out
You
there
can.
if you're more comfortable, and if you prefer privacy. It's readily available. Yeah.
Brilliant. So I know why Steve's asking. I'm not going to say online what it is, but Steve does have a reoccurring dream, let's say.
Reoccurring one. Cool. Right.
Yeah. So I'll get Steve to drop you both a message, or
Not me. I've done dream psychology. When I got a diploma in dream psychology, so I can get so sidetracked with that side of things, which has really ruined me now in a way doing that. And I thought it would help. I really did think it would help. But when I actually started doing it, I realised that they didn't base it on the same theories as I did. But because I'd paid for it, finished it.
Yes,
get what I mean.
Steve, you need to message Andy with the dream, and hopefully Andy will be able to help you. Might message you if I can. Yeah, I might message him.
We've got a Facebook page, same name.
Yeah, we've got Facebook. You can go on the Facebook page to find him anyway.
Bye, Mark.
Night, Mark. Take care, my lovely.
Bye, Mark.
So, I think, we've been on 2 hours, 15 minutes and 45 seconds. So, I think we're going to call it a day there. And I'd just like to say a big thank you to both Andy and Claire for coming on and joining tonight, because it's been such an interesting stream tonight. Even though John can't hear it, he's going to have to watch back to what he's missed. I want earpiece. But no, thank you so much to you both coming on, because it's
no trouble at all.
Fantastic and interesting night tonight.
To be fair, it's not like coming onto a live stream. It's kind of just like hanging out. So,
it is. Do you know, that's what you tend to find. But next week when we're on, if anybody does want to pop on or wants to come on to stream to talk about anything, or come on with an invite, I mean, we've got so many in chat that you might want to have a conversation with about something, and just let us know, because we can always invite everybody back on and have a good chit chat. So so thank you everybody for joining tonight. Big hugs to Claire and to Andy, and I'll be in touch with you both anyway about meeting up, coffee and everything else, and maybe sort something for Friday.
Definitely, because
like I said, we are going on that. We're going to. I'll speak to you anyway, Andy, and I'll speak to Claire about it. So
come down to my elementals. They'll love you.
I know, exactly. Well, that's what I'm thinking. So, right then, my lovelies, take care, and thank you to everybody in chat that's joined us tonight. Thank you to our fantastic A-team, our moderators, for being here. Thank you for all your questions, and most of all, thank you for respect that you've shown to Claire and Andy tonight, because you've been fantastic. So, take care, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Now you've got a stream. We could be here for